In feudal Japan, the samurai were known as warriors of the sword. But that's a lie. Their true identity was written in a different weapon entirely, the Yumi, a 7-foot asymmetrical bow that could punch through armor at 200 yards. These weren't just archers, they were killing machines on horseback, and their weapon defined them so completely that they called their way of life Kyudo no Michi, the way of the horse and bow. But then something happened that transformed these deadly warriors into spiritual seekers. This is the story of how Japan's most lethal weapon became a path to enlightenment. Picture the battlefield of medieval Japan. Samurai thunder across the plains on horseback, their massive Yumi bows held high above their heads. In a technique called Ogasawara Ryu, they drop the bow as they charge, hands moving apart in perfect synchrony, left arm straight, right hand near the ear. The arrow releases. A warrior 200 yards away falls, the iron bolt punching clean through his armor. This was kyujutsu, the art of the bow, and it was brutally effective. Battles began with waves of arrows darkening the sky. Only when the distance closed did samurai draw their swords. The bow was always first, always primary, always deadly. The Yumi itself was a masterpiece of engineering. Unlike Western bows, it was asymmetrical, with the grip positioned 1/3 up from the bottom. This wasn't aesthetic, it was tactical genius. The shorter lower limb allowed mounted archers to clear their horses while maintaining devastating power. By the Muromachi period, craftsmen developed the Shihodake no Yumo, a 4-sided bamboo composite that could launch arrows even farther. The design created unique shockwaves, which is why the grip sat so low, to minimize the recoil felt in the archer's wrist. Every element was optimized for one purpose: killing efficiently. Then came 1575, the Battle of Nagashino. Warlord Oda Nobunaga commanded peasant conscripts armed with Portuguese muskets. They faced an opposing force of elite kyujutsu archers. The guns won, decisively. The age of the bow as a weapon of war was over. But here's where the story gets fascinating. Instead of disappearing into history, the bow transformed. During the peaceful Edo period, as Japan's civil war ceased, something remarkable happened. The samurai, no longer needed for constant warfare, turned inward. Influenced by Zen Buddhism, Confucianism, and Bushido, they reimagined archery not as a method of killing, but as a method of self-discovery. Kyujutsu became Kyudo, from the technique of the bow to the way of the bow. The target was no longer an enemy soldier, it was the self. In Kyudo, practitioners pursue Shinzenbi, truth, goodness, and beauty. The goal isn't hitting the target, it's achieving a state called mushin, or no mind, where conscious thought dissolves and the archer, bow, arrow, and target become one unified reality. The practice follows hasetsu, 8 precise stages of shooting, each one a meditation in motion. Every movement is deliberate, every breath intentional. The release of the arrow isn't a physical act, it's a spiritual revelation, a moment when the archer's inner truth is laid bare. This transformation was so complete that by 1895, Kyudo was taught in Japanese schools. By 1919, the name was officially adopted nationwide. The weapon that once decided the fate of empires became a tool for cultivating inner peace. Today, practitioners worldwide study Kyudo, not to master archery, but to master themselves. The bow that killed thousands now saves souls. From battlefield to temple, from death to enlightenment, the samurai's deadly Yumi traveled the most unexpected journey in martial history. And in that transformation lies a profound truth. The most powerful weapon isn't the one that destroys your enemy. It's the one that transforms yourself.